Dear students, now we are going to discuss enzymes, a biocatalyst. In NCERT, it was given under the heading biomolecules. That is in between the chapter. Biomolecules is in between cell, the unit of life, and cell division. And in the case of Telugu Academy textbook, it was given just before photosynthesis or after mineral nutrition. So what about enzymes? Okay. So chemically, what about enzyme? What are the enzymes chemically? Chemically, what are the enzymes? So first given statement, most of the enzymes are proteins. Polypeptides. Biomolecule or not? Definitely biomolecule. Go back to organic chemical analysis with the help of a trichloroacetic acid. What are the macrobiomolecules which are retained in the acid insoluble fraction? Retentate, acid insoluble, that is a pellet. Polysaccharides, proteins, nucleic acids, and lipid is a microbiomolecule. So protein is a macrobiomolecule or not? Definitely with more molecular weight. So protein. So definitely enzymes are definitely macrobiomolecules. Reason, chemically they are polymers. Reason, they are polymers. For example, Rubisco, it was given most abundant protein acting as an enzyme in this biosphere, Rubisco. Okay, so there is a proteinaceous enzyme. So enzymes are macrobiomolecules. Next, as proteins are heteropolymers, enzymes also heteropolymers. Of course, in addition to protein, some other components may be present. We'll see that one later at the end of this chapter. Enzymes also heteropolymers. Reason, naturally produced proteins. Proteins are heteropolymers. Go back to first year part under the heading protein. Okay, homopolymers in the case of proteins, not possible, absent, only heteropolymers. So according to given statement, most of the enzymes are proteins. Some enzymes are chemically nucleic acids. What is that nucleic acid? That is very, very important. Maximum number of enzymes are proteins. Some enzymes are non-proteinaceous. Some enzymes are non-proteinaceous. Non-proteins. What is that non-protein? nucleic acid. Example. Go back to molecular basis of inheritance. Ribozyme. Ribozyme. Ribozyme is an enzyme that is a nucleic acid. Okay, that is a 23S ribosomal RNA. Okay, so that is a RNA molecule. So RNA molecule means definitely that is also heteropolymer. Heteropolymer. So definitely all enzymes are heteropolymers. All enzymes are heteropolymers, definitely. Heteropolymers. And what about the role of ribozyme? In the case of prokaryotes, here I'm taking prokaryotes. In prokaryotes, take a 70S ribosome. For example, this one is a smaller subunit. The dummy diagram, smaller subunit. This is a 30S ribosomal subunit. And this one is a larger subunit. And this one is a 50S. So these two belongs to 70S ribosome. Okay, so two subunits. So Mg2 plus magnesium is required for association of 30S, 50S into 70S ribosome. This is complete ribosome. Here, very, very important thing is in larger subunit. This one is a larger subunit. Larger subunit. This one is smaller one. Take a larger one. In larger subunit, particularly, majorly, two sites are present. In addition to two sites, other sites also present. These two enough. A site and P site. A site and P site. So within the P site, ribozyme is present. So location of that one is ribozyme. What is the role of that ribozyme? Formation of a peptide bond. Peptide bond formation between amino acids. Amino acids. Come back. For example, here one amino acid, for example, one. Okay, so what about the location of ribozyme here? So this is a amino acid 1, amino acid 2, peptide bond. So here enzyme required is a ribozyme. Ribozyme. Okay, so remember that one. Right? Now, what about the structure of enzyme? Now, go back to protein structure. Like protein, enzymes also with a primary, secondary, tertiary structures. What is primary structure? Linear, straight chain of amino acids. And what about secondary structure, helical structure, helix, alpha helix, beta helix. So what about structure of enzyme? Okay, so what about structure of enzyme? So like protein, enzymes also here. First one, primary structure. What is primary structure? Primary structure. What is that primary structure? It represents chain of amino acids. A linear straight chain of amino acids. Amino acid, peptide bond, amino acid, peptide bond, amino acid, n number of amino acids. Polypeptide. So starting one, ending one. Starting one, NH2, N terminus. N terminus. Go back to biomolecule. There we studied N terminus. This one, COOH, last one. This one is a C terminus. Okay. So this is a primary structure. So in primary structure, what about that polymer? It is just a straight chain only without coils. Okay, so primary structure is not suitable for biological activities. So this one is a biologically no function, immature one. Primary structure means immature enzyme. So this one is at a immature level. So immature and non-functional, not able to convert substrate into product. What is the role of enzyme? Conversion of substrate, some substrate, whatever the substrate. We'll see what are they in future. Substrate convert into product. And here enzyme. Go back to biological nitrogen fixation. Nitrogenase is able to convert gaseous form of nitrogen into ammonia by reducing it or not. So that is called as catalysis. Okay, so go back to the dynamic state of body constants and concept of metabolism. Concept of metabolism. All biochemical reactions are regulated by enzymes. What are the enzymes? Proteins with a catalytic property. What is catalysis? Regulation of a reaction. Able to convert substrate into product. That is a biocatalyst. So primary structure is not suitable for biochemical reaction. Reason we will see. Why only other structure is suitable and primary structure is not suitable, we'll see. And second one is a secondary level. Secondary structure. Secondary structure. What is secondary structure? Helix, coils, N, C terminus. Spring-like or not? Spring-like. Secondary structure with the spiral. This one also biologically inactive. No biological function, means not able to cause catalysis or able to regulate a biochemical reaction. No catalysis. Why? Because of. We'll see what is that because of. Now, take a third level, that is tertiary structure. What is this? Tertiary structure. So this is a primary one, coiled one, furtherly coiled. So that thread is folded upon itself. Hollow woolen ball-like structure. Last year statement. Hollow woolen ball-like structure. Hollow woolen. A ball-like structure. Okay. On the surface, pockets are produced. Pocket, crevices. They are called as active sites. So here in tertiary structure, chain of that protein is folded upon itself, crisscross. So because of that, on the surface here, for example, a number of pockets, crevices, openings are present. For example, take a dummy diagram of an engine. For example, this is an engine. Is engine, dummy one, to understand that concept. So what about this one? Binding site. So this is the binding site. Binding or catalytic site. Crevices, pocket. Crevices, pocket. So what is the purpose of this one? For example, this is substrate binded. For example, some substrate, whatever the substrate. This one is a substrate binded. So now what is a binding site or active site or crevices or pocket? A shallow locality where a substrate is binded. Now this is called as a enzyme substrate complex. So tertiary structure is a biologically functional. So this one is a biologically functional. Biologically functional. Biologically active. Reason? Pockets are present. Binding sites are present. In the primary structure, where is the folding? Absent, not suitable. Here folding is present, but there is no pocket. No pockets like that. Binding sites are absent here. So that's why these two are not suitable for catalysis. Which one is suitable? Enzyme at third level is suitable. Reason because of binding sites. So enzyme with a hollow woolen ball-like structure with the binding sites is able to convert a substrate into product. So that is a biological active. So if the enzyme is a protein, what about the termini? N and C. Don't forget this one. If enzyme is a protein, N and C. If enzyme is RNA molecule, ribozyme, what about the termini? If they ask you, for example, 5 and 3 and upstream, downstream, reason it is a nucleic acid. And don't use N and C. N and C restricted to protein only. What about RNA molecule or DNA molecule with a 5 prime, 3 prime? If they question you, what are the termini present in enzyme? Either N, C, most of the cases, or in the case of ribozyme, go for RNA molecule, 5 end, third end. Okay, so that's about the basic information about enzyme. Okay, in the next class, we will see what are the differences between biocatalyst enzyme, organic catalyst enzyme, and what about next one, inorganic catalyst. We will see that one in the next class. Differences between organic catalyst enzyme and inorganic catalyst. What are the differences? We will see that one in the next class.